It's Brian Preston, the money guy.
On to Patrice's question. She says, how do you keep motivated during the messy middle? After buying a house this year and saving almost 30% in this down market, we feel like we're not making much progress.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Man, I'm going to tell you something that I've done. This is a little off, but not incredibly off. Go on Instagram and go start looking at just like Warren Buffett quotes and Warren Buffett isms and Warren Buffett videos. Because, man, it is so amazing when he talks about, hey, look, I was buying it during the 1987 market crash. Hey, I was buying during right after 9/11, and I was buying in the dot-com bubble burst, and I was buying in 2008 and 2009, because there is a beautiful thing. If you are, Patrice, in the messy middle, I'm going to assume that puts you somewhere in your late 20s to early 40s, probably somewhere in that age range. Odds are you're not retiring anytime soon. So basically what you're trying to do is get your dollars to work as quickly as you can so they can start working for you. Well, right now, I'd love for you to flip that mindset where you get so excited about how, last year, in 2022, S&P 500 is down 19% for the year, I think. In your mind, I want you thinking, holy cow, every dollar that I put to work right now today is 20% cheaper than it was a year ago, 20%. And if I can get those dollars piled in quickly, when this thing rebounds, it's gonna be exciting. And so long as I believe the system's still gonna work, I'm gonna trade a little bit of my time at my job to get some money. Then I'm gonna take that money, I'm gonna go buy something from someone else at their job for some good that I need. And so long as we live inside of that environment, business will prosper, and businesses in this country have continued to prosper, right? Over the last however many years the country has been around, it has proven to be pretty resilient through a number of things, through pandemics and world wars and savings and loan crises and terrorist attacks. It's a really, really interesting thing to be an investor, specifically be an investor in this country. So for someone in the messy middle, what's the motivation to keep going? Knowing that historically, while things may be painful now, my net worth statement may not look as good right now as it did last year, I'm still doing the hard work of saving and building because I believe in the future there really will be a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the key thing. You just said you're taking a little bit of today, so you have that great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And I love that you brought up Warren Buffett. And why is Warren Buffett so powerful is because here's somebody who's had tremendous success. And you can see he's cool as a cucumber through whatever's coming. And I want to give us a little bit of a shout out here too, is because we do a ton of studio tours. And somebody said, hey, I went and fact checked you guys. I watched your 2008 content. Y'all are saying the same thing you're saying now. It's just, man, y'all seem so much more cool about it. And I'm like, yeah, because we've had a little more financial success. We're a little more comfortable. We're not worried about how we're going to pay for it. It's the same thing with Warren Buffett. So I think that there is comfort in seeing people who've been around long enough to experience this type of turmoil and know, hey, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. I also want to give you some breadcrumbs here. I was this weekend. I've been traveling for the holidays. And I saw our show last Friday was a recession show. I want you to pull up the actual name and the date that it was released. And I was like, what in the world? What are we doing releasing shows that are an hour and like 15 minutes? Because I am doing everything in my power to get these shows down to 35 minutes. And then I was like, oh, this is a highlight show that has, and I started watching it and it was bangers. This thing, whenever you go on Spotify and you're like country bangers or, how to get the party started,
and
you're trying to figure out playlists.
Can we name the list?
This is a recession show that I found myself, and maybe I shouldn't admit this because you're like, what? You know this stuff. You're the one that created the I watched like 20 minutes. I was like, whoa, we're dropping bombs here. So there are shows like that where they have taken our greatest hits and smashed them all together to help you feel motivated to stay the course. Take advantage of that because it is one of those things. We give you the data. We actually show you the deets so you can know what's really going on and stay motivated. Because look, messy middle is because you already have a lot of life pulling at you. You need to keep and just trust that if you keep investing, doing what you're doing for that great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Remember, a little bit of sacrifice today for that great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Tools like what we did with that highlight show will be very powerful for you. So what was the name of it?
Yeah, if you want to go see this busting show that Brian's talking about, it's Win Financially During a Recession. Everything you need to know. That's the name of it. Win financially during a recession, parentheses, everything you need to know. Go check it out. Now you got me super curious. I haven't watched that episode yet. I gotta go
check
see
it
it.
out.
No, here's what's cool
It's a
about it,
banger.
and I don't know if because YouTube's now gotten where they try to give you bookmarks. I haven't gone to go see what they do because it's short enough. It's kind of like it breaks it into sections. It's very easy to digest.